You know what's funny? Americans are lining up to sign 7-year loans on brand new SUVs, only to watch them lose more value than a brand new iPhone the second they leave the dealership. It's like paying steakhouse prices for a gas station hot dog. But here's the part that'll really sting. The first SUV on today's list is so ridiculously overlooked that most people scroll right past it on Facebook Marketplace without realizing they're skipping one of the smartest buys in America. And the number one SUV? Let's just say luxury buyers spent over $45,000 on it. And now you can grab one for less than half that price while it still has enough life left to embarrass plenty of brand new crossovers. Welcome back to the Car Geek, where we save you from making financial decisions that would make your bank account file for emotional support. I dug through real market prices, real model years, and the reliability history that actually matters to find 11 used SUVs you can still buy for under $20,000. These aren't forgotten because they're bad. They're forgotten because most shoppers are hypnotized by giant touchscreens, mood lighting, and subscription buttons nobody asked for. Meanwhile, these SUVs are quietly stacking up hundreds of thousands of miles while their owners spend their weekends driving instead of introducing themselves to the service department receptionist by first name. So buckle up, because this countdown only gets better from here. And somewhere in the middle is an SUV that might make you question why anyone still signs a $770 monthly payment. Let's get into it. Number 11, Toyota Highlander, 2016-2017. Kicking things off is an SUV that proves you don't need to sell a kidney just to haul your family to Costco. Meet the Toyota Highlander, specifically the 2016 and 2017 models. Under the hood, you've got Toyota's legendary 3.5-liter V6, paired with either a smooth 6-speed or 8-speed automatic transmission, depending on the year. Either setup is known for lasting well beyond 300,000 miles if you treat it to regular oil changes instead of hoping positive thoughts fix everything. Fuel economy sits around 20 to 24 miles per gallon, which isn't Prius territory, but let's be honest. You're driving a 3-row SUV, not competing in the Eco-Olympics. The cabin is roomy, quiet, and built for real families, not just people who post camping pictures once a year on Instagram. Reliability is where this thing becomes almost unfair. These V6 engines have spent years surviving taxi fleets, cross-country road trips, and kids who think the backseat is a professional wrestling ring. Meanwhile, plenty of brand new SUVs are already asking for software updates before they even need their first oil change. The best part? You can usually find a clean Highlander in the $14,000 to $23,000 range. That's thousands less than a new 3-row SUV, while still getting one of the most dependable family haulers ever built. Sometimes the smartest flex isn't buying the newest SUV. It's buying the one that's already proven it refuses to quit. And don't get too comfortable, because the next SUV on this list might make luxury brands look like they accidentally overpriced everything. Number 10, Hyundai Tucson, 2019-2020. Yeah, I know what some of you are thinking. A Hyundai? On a reliability list? Relax. Put the comment section pitchfork down for about 30 seconds. The 2019 and 2020 Hyundai Tucson quietly became one of the smartest used SUV buys after Hyundai ditched the troublesome 1.6-liter turbo and paired a naturally aspirated 2.4-liter 4-cylinder with a traditional 6-speed automatic. Translation? Less drama, fewer expensive surprises, and a whole lot more peace of mind. It delivers around 23 to 28 miles per gallon, rides comfortably, and honestly does exactly what an SUV is supposed to do. It starts every morning, gets you where you're going, and doesn't act like it deserves a standing ovation for doing its job. Funny how rare that feels these days. Another bonus most shoppers completely overlook is the factory warranty. Depending on mileage and original purchase date, many of these still carried part of Hyundai's powertrain coverage, making them an even safer used buy than people realize. Prices usually land between $14,000 and $19,000, making it one of the cheapest ways to get into a modern, dependable, compact SUV without signing your financial future away. It's not flashy. But neither is having money left in your bank account. And somehow that never seems to make the commercials. And trust me, if you think this one's a bargain, wait until you see the next SUV. It wears a luxury badge, but its repair bills don't always act like one. Number 9, Subaru Crosstrek, 2018-2023. If SUVs had a contest for most likely to survive the apocalypse, the 2018 through 2023 Subaru Crosstrek would probably show up with a full tank, a tent, and somehow still have enough gas left to drive home. Every Crosstrek in this generation comes standard with Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive, plus a naturally aspirated 2.0-liter boxer 4-cylinder engine. No tiny turbo begging for mercy, no fancy transmission trying to reinvent the wheel. Just simple engineering that's been proving itself for years. Fuel economy is another win, averaging around 28 to 33 miles per gallon depending on the version. Here's the funny part. This little SUV has 8.7 inches of ground clearance, which is actually more than some pickups whose owners have spent $5,000 on lift kits just to park outside the local coffee shop. Subaru basically handed you the capability from the factory. Maintenance costs stay low, insurance is reasonable, and these things have built a reputation for lasting forever with basic care. That's exactly why used ones disappear so quickly whenever they're priced right. Owners tend to keep them, and for good reason. Expect to pay anywhere from $14,000 to just over $20,000 for a clean example. By now, the first owner already absorbed the painful depreciation, while you get a modern SUV that's barely entering its prime. That's a much better deal than paying extra for that magical new car smell, which, let's be honest, disappears faster than free pizza in an office break room. Don't go anywhere. Because the next SUV proves you don't always need a Toyota badge to get Toyota-level reliability. Number 8. Mazda CX-30, 2020-2022. If you've ever looked at a Mazda CX-30 and thought, that's just another small crossover, congratulations. You just made the exact mistake that keeps used prices surprisingly reasonable. The 2020 through 2022 CX-30 is one of those SUVs that quietly over-delivers. Skip the turbo and go for the naturally aspirated 2.5-liter Skyactiv 4-cylinder paired with Mazda's rock-solid 6-speed automatic. No CVT pretending to be a transmission, no overworked tiny engine trying to squeeze race car power out of lawnmower displacement. Just proven engineering that has earned an excellent reputation over the years. Fuel economy lands around 25 to 33 miles per gallon, making it inexpensive to drive without feeling like you're piloting an appliance. And that's where Mazda really surprises people. The steering feels sharp, the suspension is well balanced, and the interior looks like someone accidentally parked a luxury SUV in the compact crossover segment. Seriously, park this next to some brand new economy crossovers and you'll start asking uncomfortable questions about where all that extra money actually went. Soft touch materials, solid build quality, clean dashboard layout. Meanwhile, some manufacturers are charging $40,000 for enough glossy black plastic to fingerprint itself before you even touch it. A clean 2021 or 2022 model often sells between $15,000 and $20,000, and depending on mileage, some examples may have even had a portion of the factory warranty remaining. That's about as close as you'll get to buying a nearly new SUV without taking out a mortgage. Now here's where things get interesting, because the next SUV wears one of the most trusted badges in America, and yet plenty of buyers still manage to overlook it while chasing whatever shiny new thing the dealership parked under the bright lights. Number 7. Honda CR-V, 2019-2022. Some SUVs try way too hard to impress you with giant screens, flashing ambient lights, and enough beeps to make you think you're driving a spaceship. The 2019 through 2022 Honda CR-V simply shrugs and says, "How about I just work for the next 300,000 miles?" After the early oil dilution concerns were largely sorted out, the 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder became a solid performer, delivering around 28 to 34 miles per gallon depending on drivetrain. It has plenty of power for daily driving, and the CVT transmission, yes, one of the few good ones, is surprisingly smooth and has proven reliable with proper maintenance. Where the CR-V really wins is practicality. The rear seat has enough room for actual adults, the cargo area swallows everything from groceries to weekend camping gear, and visibility is excellent. Honda designed this SUV for people who actually use their vehicles instead of filming cinematic coffee runs for social media. It's also one of those rare SUVs where owners usually replace it with another CR-V. That's about the highest compliment a vehicle can get. Nobody keeps buying the same model because they enjoy spending Saturdays at the repair shop. Expect to find clean examples between $15,000 and $20,000. For roughly half the price of a new CR-V, you're getting nearly the same reliability, almost the same practicality, and enough extra cash left over to pay for gas instead of monthly regret. Now don't click away, because the next SUV is wearing a premium badge, but underneath all that luxury is one of the most dependable drivetrains ever built, and that's exactly why smart buyers keep hunting for them. Number 6. Lexus NX, 2016-2017. If you've always wanted to own a Lexus but your wallet keeps reminding you that you're not a hedge fund manager, here's some good news. The 2016 and 2017 Lexus NX might be one of the biggest bargains hiding in plain sight. Underneath the fancy badge, premium leather, and enough sound insulation to make rush hour traffic feel less annoying, you're basically getting Toyota engineering wearing a designer suit. The standard 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder delivers smooth power, while the NX 300h Hybrid takes things even further with Toyota's legendary hybrid system that's famous for racking up 250,000 miles without breaking a sweat. Fuel economy is impressive too. The gas model averages around 22 to 28 miles per gallon, while the hybrid can reach well over 30 miles per gallon. That's luxury without watching your fuel gauge disappear faster than free donuts in an office lobby. Step inside, and it's obvious where your money went. The cabin feels solid, the seats stay comfortable on long trips, and everything still feels well put together years later. Meanwhile, some brand new luxury crossovers somehow managed to charge 50 grand while decorating the dashboard with enough glossy plastic to double as a fingerprint collection kit. The best part? You can usually pick one up for around $15,000 to $20,000. Think about that for a second. You're paying compact SUV money for a vehicle that still feels genuinely premium every time you open the door. And if you think that's a smart buy, just wait until the next one. It might not wear a luxury badge, but mechanics smile when they see it, and that's usually a very good sign. Number 5. Toyota RAV4 2016-2018. Some vehicles become bestsellers because of flashy commercials. The 2016 through 2018 Toyota RAV4 became a bestseller because it simply refuses to die. It's about as exciting as plain oatmeal. And somehow, that's exactly why mechanics love it. Under the hood sits Toyota's proven 2.5-liter four-cylinder paired with a conventional 6-speed automatic transmission. No complicated engineering experiment. No mystery electronics waiting to empty your wallet. Just one of the most dependable powertrains Toyota has ever built, with countless examples cruising well past 250,000 miles on little more than routine maintenance. Fuel economy comes in around 23 to 30 miles per gallon, depending on whether you choose front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. That's solid efficiency without sacrificing the kind of reliability that made Toyota famous in the first place. The 2016 refresh also added a more modern design along with Toyota Safety Sense on most trims, giving you features like automatic emergency braking and adaptive cruise control without paying new car prices. It's modern enough to feel current but old school enough to avoid unnecessary complexity. Used prices generally fall between $15,000 and $20,000, which makes this one of the easiest recommendations on the entire list. While someone else spent 35 grand on a brand new RAV4 just to watch depreciation do its thing, you get nearly the same experience for thousands less. And you won't cry every time you notice a shopping cart parked a little too close. Now we're entering the top 4. And the next SUV proves that sometimes the best luxury vehicle isn't the one with the biggest touchscreen. It's the one that's still running perfectly long after everyone else's warranty has expired. Number 4. Acura RDX 2016-2018. Luxury SUVs usually follow the same recipe these days: tiny turbo engine, 10 different driving modes nobody ever uses, and a monthly payment that makes your credit score start sweating. The 2016 through 2018 Acura RDX decided to ignore all that nonsense. Instead, Acura stuffed this thing with Honda's legendary 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6, producing 279 horsepower, paired with a smooth 6-speed automatic transmission. No CVT, no tiny turbo spinning like it's trying to qualify for Formula One. Just a proven engine that's famous for crossing 300,000 miles with regular maintenance. Fuel economy averages around 20 to 28 miles per gallon, which is more than respectable for a V6 luxury SUV. And unlike many European competitors, this engine isn't constantly inventing expensive ways to keep your mechanic employed. Inside, it still feels upscale years later. Leather seats, a quiet cabin, excellent build quality, and enough comfort to make long road trips feel a whole lot shorter. It's the kind of SUV that reminds you luxury isn't about having a dashboard that looks like a nightclub. It's about getting home without warning lights throwing a party. The craziest part is depreciation. These originally sold for around $40,000, but today you can often find clean examples between $14,000 and $20,000. The first owner paid for the fancy window sticker. You get the reliable V6 after someone else absorbed the painful depreciation. Sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Don't celebrate just yet, because the top 3 are on another level. And the next SUV is one that somehow feels far more expensive than the price tag suggests. Number 3. Mazda CX-5, 2017. If there were an award for most likely to make you forget you bought used, the 2017 Mazda CX-5 would be polishing the trophy right now. This wasn't just another model year, it was the launch of the second-generation CX-5, and Mazda absolutely nailed it on the first swing. Under the hood sits the naturally aspirated 2.5-liter Skyactiv 4-cylinder, matched with a traditional 6-speed automatic transmission. No CVT humming like an angry vacuum cleaner, no tiny turbo working overtime. Just a simple, incredibly durable setup that's become one of the most respected powertrains in the segment. Fuel economy is another strong point, averaging around 24 to 31 miles per gallon, so you won't feel guilty every time you pass a gas station. Unless you're one of those people who lets the tank hit 0 miles remaining before filling up. In that case, we need to have a different conversation. What really separates the CX-5 is how it drives. The steering feels sharp, the suspension is composed, and the cabin looks like Mazda accidentally copied the homework of a luxury brand and somehow got away with it. Everything feels solid, upscale, and thoughtfully designed, making plenty of newer crossovers feel surprisingly cheap by comparison. Clean examples usually sell between $15,000 and $20,000, and it's honestly difficult to find another SUV in this price range that blends reliability, driving enjoyment, comfort, and style this well. It's proof that you don't need a luxury badge to drive something that feels premium every single day. Before we reveal the final two, do me a favor. If this video just saved you from buying an overpriced SUV, hit that like button and send it to that friend who's about to finance something with an 84-month loan. You might save their wallet before it's too late. All right. Because if you thought this Mazda was a steal, the runner-up is one of the most dependable SUVs ever built, and somehow people still overlook it. Number 2. Subaru Forester, 2019-2020. If you ever wanted an SUV that treats bad weather like it's just a mild inconvenience, the 2019 and 2020 Subaru Forester deserves your attention. Snow, rain, gravel roads. This thing looks at them the same way your grandpa looks at a weather forecast. We'll be fine. These model years belong to the 5th generation, featuring Subaru's updated 2.5-liter Boxer 4-cylinder engine. More importantly, this is the generation where Subaru finally left those old head gasket horror stories in the history books. Pair that engine with Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive, and you've got one of the most confidence-inspiring compact SUVs on the road. Fuel economy is another pleasant surprise, averaging around 26 to 33 miles per gallon. Not bad for an SUV that's ready to tackle dirt roads on Saturday and the office parking lot on Monday without breaking a sweat. One thing people constantly underestimate is the visibility. Modern SUVs sometimes feel like you're looking out through a medieval castle window. The Forester, on the other hand, gives you huge windows and thin pillars, so you can actually see what's around you. Revolutionary concept, right? Starting in 2019, Subaru also made its excellent EyeSight driver assist system standard across every trim. Adaptive cruise control, lane centering, automatic emergency braking, all included, instead of charging you an extra few $1,000s because someone clicked a different option package. Most clean examples now sell between $15,000 and $20,000, making the Forester one of the best values if you want reliability, safety, all-weather capability, and ridiculously low ownership costs wrapped into one package. It's not trying to be flashy. It's too busy quietly outliving SUVs that cost twice as much. And now, we've reached number 1. The last SUV on this list isn't just reliable. It has become the benchmark that other luxury SUVs have been chasing for years, and most of them still haven't caught it. Number 1. Lexus RX 350, 2015-2016. If you've made it this far, congratulations, because you just found what might be the biggest used SUV bargain in America. The 2015 and 2016 Lexus RX 350 isn't just number 1 because it's reliable. It's number 1 because it delivers the kind of ownership experience that makes people buy one, and then refuse to drive anything else. Let's start with the heart of the beast. Under the hood sits Lexus's legendary 3.5-liter V6, paired with a conventional 6-speed automatic transmission. No complicated dual-clutch gearbox trying to solve problems nobody had. No tiny turbo begging for expensive repairs once the warranty disappears. Just one of the most dependable powertrains ever put into a luxury SUV. It's not uncommon to see these comfortably cruising past 300,000 miles with nothing more than routine maintenance. Fuel economy comes in around 18 to 25 miles per gallon, which is honestly a small price to pay when you're riding around in what feels like a luxury living room. The seats are ridiculously comfortable, the cabin is whisper quiet, and the build quality is so solid you'll start wondering why some brand new luxury SUVs already have dashboard rattles before their first birthday. Here's the part that should make new car buyers a little uncomfortable. These SUVs originally sold for well over $45,000. Today, you can often buy a clean example for somewhere between $17,000 and $22,000. Think about that. Someone else took the depreciation hit that could have funded a nice vacation, and you get the SUV that's still built like it'll survive another decade without complaining. That's always been Lexus's secret. They don't chase flashy gimmicks or giant touchscreens that become outdated before your first tire rotation. They build vehicles that quietly keep running while everyone else is busy arguing with warning lights on the dashboard. So before you sign up for an 84-month loan, ask yourself one question. Do you really want a monthly payment the size of your grocery bill? Or would you rather own an SUV that's already proven itself, keeps more money in your pocket, and might actually outlast the shiny new one sitting in the dealership showroom? That's exactly why the Lexus RX 350 earns the #1 spot. If you enjoyed today's countdown, make sure to subscribe to the Car Geek, because we cut through the marketing nonsense and help you find the cars that actually deserve your money. Check out the next video on your screen, because chances are your next dream car is already sitting on a used car lot, and everyone else is too busy chasing the wrong one.